mason jar family. You know, I really want some breakfast. I think maybe I'll have some apple pie.
April, you're not having apple pie for breakfast.
I've got an idea. This morning we are going to have apple pie stuffed French toast. Woo! So you can have dessert for breakfast. So we've got our bread, our sea salt caramel drizzle, some vanilla, some cinnamon, butter, apple pie filling, which makes this recipe amazingly easy. And, of course, you can't forget eggs. Now, we use eggs a whole lot. So, yes, we've got 5 dozen eggs here. I will hard boil them, French toast, scrambles, everything else. Now, we're going to get on to the French toast. One of the first things I'm going to do is I am going to cut my bread. I've got this original recipe home-style white bread from Publix, uncut. That way I can cut the slices as thick as I want them. I'm going to say they're going to be, probably when I cut them, a little under an inch in thickness. So that way I can stuff them. And what we're going to do first is we're going to cut off this end piece because nobody likes it. I call it the bread bud. I know it's probably, I want to say the technical name for it is the heel. But nobody seems to like that piece, so I'm just going to cut that off. And this recipe here is going to make enough for 2 slices of the stuffed French toast here. Yeah, probably about an inch. So that way there's room to kind of cut things out. So we got that one piece. And we'll do this piece. Isn't it beautiful? Look at this. This is from Publix. I love, 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 love Publix. Again, we're not being endorsed by them or anything. Just really love the store. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your bread and you're going to make a little hole in there. Little happy hole for your filling. You don't want to get it too deep, or you don't want to go through your actual bread, because then you're in trouble because it'll go through instead of being on the inside. So a little more difficult than some things. So we're just going to make a pocket there for your filling with the bread there. Make a little pocket on this one. It is something that takes a little bit of finesse and a little bit of time. You don't want to push too much, but you also don't want to baby it because it needs a little bit of a pocket. So there we go with that. Gonna set our bread aside, and what we're going to do next is we are going to take care of our apple pie filling, which I use this. I actually got this at Dollar Tree. The only thing is it doesn't have cinnamon in it, which to me is weird for apple pie filling. I always thought apple pie filling had cinnamon in it. So we're going to use probably about 1/4 of the can. And each serving is 1/3 of a cup, so I'm going to measure that out. So, just so I can get the calories and stuff right. Yeah, it's not coming out as easy as I hope. There we go. Now we're getting there. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now I'm going to put it in this cup just for the sheer purpose of getting it mixed up. And so after we get the apple pie filling in a cup or a bowl or whatever, I'm just going to take my knife and kind of chop the apples up because they are rather big. I've never seen like a finer cut. These are like full apple slices. I've never seen finer cut apple pie fillings, so we're just gonna chop your apples up just so they're little bite-sized pieces instead of whole apples. There we go, that's looking good. Now we're just gonna take a little bit of cinnamon and sprinkle it in there just to give it a little bit of a cinnamony flavor. And we can take our knife that we use to get it out and cut it up and just stir it up. So as you can see, we have some nice apple smelly stuff. Alright, next we are going to do our egg wash for our French toast. Now this is just a basic regular French toast egg wash. I don't know how you guys make yours. We traditionally just do ours egg and milk, vanilla, and some cinnamon. So, fresh box of eggs. And I'm just going to do 2 eggs here. Maybe 3 because they are kind of big slices of bread. So we'll do three eggs. Now this is going to give you 2 slices of bread. That way you can just make however much you need. This is just for 1 person. Maybe 2 because I don't know if I could actually eat 2 of these big slices. So probably 2 people. If you toss in a couple pieces of bacon or sausage, that would probably really be amazing. Just a little bit more cinnamon. Just a sprinkle, just enough to, again, give that little cinnamony flavor. And we're going to do a capful of vanilla, just to bring in that warmth and richness. I'm just going to pour a little bit in there, just to give it some color and some flavor again. And then we are going to whip this up. So now we have a beautiful egg wash for our apple pie stuffed French toast. And I'm going to preheat my pan, get it nice and hot, put some butter in it, and then we'll fry up our French toast. I've got my pan heating here, and now we're going to fill our bread. Again, you want to be a little careful, but we're going to fill it with our apple pie filling. Probably about a tablespoon is going to be enough. A little bit more in there. I cannot wait to taste this golden deliciousness. And then we're just going to kind of push it closed. Turn my heat down a little now that I've got it hot. And stir up our egg mixture. And we're going to dip that in. We're going to move that out of the way for right now. And my pan's only big enough right now for 1 at a time. So I'm just going to kind of show you the one, and then you'll get the idea for the other. Just let it soak for a minute so that egg mixture really gets up in there. And we are gonna cook it. Ooh. Oh, maybe I do have room for 2. Okay, we'll do the second one here. I thought my pan was smaller than it actually was. I'm gonna stuff that one with that apple pie filling. Put it that way, let it soak. Turn it this way, let it soak. Now it's used up a good portion of the egg. Let's put this to the side. I'm not a great French toast turner, but it's working for me. Look at that delicious goldenness, and it smells so amazing. Now we're going to let it cook a little more so the inside and outside gets all nice and heated. Just going to press it down a little, and I think we should be done. Look at that, and look at that goldenness and egg. Oh, so yummy. I am going to top it with a little bit of butter. And last but not, I'm going to drizzle it with a little sea salt caramel. And we have breakfast. Enjoy!